Alright. Alright, everyone. Welcome back. This is part 4.
Yeah, remember where we're at.
Yes, we were talking about civet cats and the mongooses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So this is part 4, everyone. Welcome. This is Yan's Animal World. And where we left off, like my dad said, we left off with the mongooses. But have you had a mongoose before, Dad?
No, I've never had a mongoose as a pet. They're very fast. They're a little smaller than the civet cat. And aren't they in the weasel family?
Let's see. If I remember correctly, they're more closely related to ferrets, I think.
Yeah, because they'll burrow, and they're very fast.
No, wait. Actually, I think I remember something now. Mongooses are actually more closely related to the fossa, the honey badger, and the hyena. All part of the Viverridae family.
Oh wow. Oh, that's good to know. And so you have different variations of that family in Southeast Asia.
Mm-hmm.
So you have and don't they in Borneo have some rare breeds of in that family?
Yes, they do. Oh, I also forgot to mention that meerkats are also related to mongooses as well.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Right. But yeah, in Borneo, yeah, you got probably 3 out of the 4, or 2 out of the 4 different categories of animals I mentioned. Mainly Southeast Asian hyenas and mongooses are found in Southeast Asia.
Right.
Like the striped hyena, for example. They're found throughout Asia and India.
Right.
It's very, very rare though, and they're very skittish. And unlike their spotted hyena counterparts, they're not hunters. They're scavengers by nature.
Wow.
Sometimes they'll form pair bonds, but that's really rare.
Wow.
Now, I think in Thailand, there was a tiger and a hyena that cooperated with each other.
Oh really?
Yep. Last I checked, but I can't say for certain.
Oh okay.
Can't say for certain, but that is something that they would do. And
Yeah.
just never been recorded yet.
Right. Wow, that's really. No, we only had one tiger, and that was in Malaysia. He got shot.
That's
Um,
unfortunate.
that was unfortunate because the tigers are very rare, and usually you don't see them because they come out at night, and they usually don't want to be seen. But they know how to hunt.
And this one was an innocent tiger too. It wasn't going after anyone. It was just crossing its own path.
It was a big tiger. They had pictures of it. It was a good sized tiger.
Yeah, you told me that it was crossing its own path. It didn't want any conflict at all.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. It's the locals. If they see a tiger, they want to kill it.
Unfortunately, that's naturally.
Yeah, I think they see it as competition.
Yeah. That's sad. Tiger-human conflicts are really common in Southeast Asia,
Yeah.
especially in Malaysia. In
But
fact,
the tiger forest in Thailand it's up in a mountainous area that runs north and south, and the tigers roam across the border into Burma and back and forth because basically the border shares the mountains. So the border runs right as very rugged. So there's no people up in there other than if someone were to try to hike back, but it's very hard to do because the jungle's so thick, and you have to basically blaze your own trail.
right.
It's that thick, and when the jungle is that thick, you could have a tiger really close to you, but you wouldn't know it was there. Because you can't see them.
Now, what other forms of wildlife have you seen that weren't pets?
Oh, we had a troop of monkeys come into our school one time, and they didn't kill them. They just tried to get them. They were after food, and they tried to catch them and then release them way back into the jungle. So there was a whole troop of them.
There was probably more of their comrades in the jungle.
Yeah.
So you got water and stuff?
I'm in an interview right now. So there's a troop of monkeys in the forest.
Oh yeah, you can hear them. They're really, really loud. So they're way up in the canopies, and they're loud because the branches and everything is just moving, and they're noisy. They talk to each other, and they stick together as a troop. But they have a really vicious bite.
Yes, they do. Monkeys may look cute, people, but they can be very vicious.
Yes, they can get right back at you. And I think I've seen you do a monkey it's almost like a growl, but they show their fangs, and they show as much as they can to make themselves look as fierce as they can.
Yes, you're all right. I have done that before. In fact, audience, I'll show you right now.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yep.
Now, what kind of
I was doing the macaques.
Oh, yeah. Okay. There's a lot of macaques.
Let's see. Have you seen elephants in the wild?
No. I've seen them in, people train them. And they have rides.
Oh yeah. There's. Sorry to interrupt, but the elephants in Southeast Asia.
Ride on the baby monkeys or baby elephants.
Right. Because aren't elephants mostly semi-domesticated in Thailand?
Yeah, they're semi-domesticated. They get along with people very well.
Especially their handlers.
Yes, and the handlers grow up with them from when they were really young, and they stick together. It's almost like a family.
Isn't that what they call mahout pair bond?
Yeah, there's a name for it. A lot of the elephants are up north in the mountainous country, but they do have some down in the plains.
But most likely the ones in the plains are retired elephants in the military.
Yeah, it's well, I think you would be an excellent. I tell the audience, I think Logan would be an excellent trainer for elephants. And if we ever went to Thailand, of course, that would be one of the things that we would do. Is we would take the elephants down into the river, and you bathe them, and they roll around, and they have, it's quite fun. It's fun. They blow the water out of their trunks.
Yep. I've ridden elephants before, folks.
Wow.
Remember, Dad, when I went to the one circus, I rode on the elephant.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That was amazing.
It was. I was you.
Yeah. I mean, I think you have a natural instinct for the elephants, so that really, really helps.
You know, I've ridden an elephant on 2 occasions. Once with my dad claiming, also claiming that he's seen me on the elephant, with an Asian elephant. But the first time I ever seen an African elephant was at the Renaissance Festival. And that very first day that I saw an African elephant, you could ride them. And I have to be honest, I never thought that seeing my very first African elephant in captivity would be the very first time I would be riding on an African elephant subspecies.
Wow.
And I was pretty nervous, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because they're far more aggressive.
Oh, yeah.
And far more unpredictable.
Yeah, you don't want to make them mad. But that's what a trainer's for, is to be with them and to calm them when they think that they're being threatened or whatever.
Yep. So, Dad, if you ever had the space back in Thailand when you were growing up, would you have had an elephant growing up? What was the likelihood of that if you had the space?
No, I don't know. Well, Logan, we'll continue this. These interviews, okay?
Yeah.
It's interesting, and we'll get some more information. And oh, by the way, Alex is here. Say hi, Alex.
Hey, Alex, say hi to YouTube.
Huh?
Say hi to YouTube.
I will. I'll make a comment.
Okay.
I have to go get some dinner, but
Okay,
you want to talk to Mom a little bit?
Sure. Stick around, folks, for part 5.